Good noon. Today is Thursday, the 31st of December, 2020, and it's of course the last day of the year 2020. And welcome to the daily English language briefing that we have for you today. So of course, New Year's Eve today, we're bidding farewell to 2020, which has been quite tough, quite challenging period for Thailand and everywhere else around the world. Yet we have been able to adapt ourselves to the new normal and are looking forward to welcoming 2021 that is stronger, healthier, and hopefully with a vaccine, I hope that life will soon return to normalcy. We here at the CCSA will keep you updated throughout the New Year period, throughout this holiday period. We recommend that you avoid unnecessary travel to outside your home, outside to the provinces, and to celebrate New Year at home with your family. The spokesperson had recapped very important information, and I'll recap some of those here, as well as additional information for the English language community. Firstly is, of course, that Thailand has been scaled up in the global rank. Now we are at 139 on the chart that the spokesperson had showed, 139. Previously from a lower ranking, that means that our numbers are increasing. The case in particular in Samut Sakhon, as you have heard in the news, the governor of Samut Sakhon had been infected and fallen ill with COVID. He, of course, expresses his care and goodwill to people inside the province and around the country. He had been working quite hard in terms of trying to solve the problems, the infection in Samut Sakhon province, which of course is the epicenter of the new wave here. So he sends his best wishes to all of you, despite himself falling ill. I'll move on to the number of cases, as usual, for today. We have a total of 194 confirmed cases recorded for today. Out of that 194, 181 are from local transmission, and you have an English language slide up on screen for you right now, making the total cumulative number of cases in Thailand to date at the end of the year 6,884. In the past day, new recoveries is 28, making the total number of recovered persons, discharged persons, 4,240. And of course, minus the number of fatalities that we have, right now, the number, if you do the math, the number that is under treatment, people under treatment or active cases, now is at 2,583. Just an observation is that the local transmissions in this number found right now is in 51 provinces. I'll talk a little bit about the Prime Minister's visit to Chonburi province. Yesterday, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha visited Chonburi province, where a new cluster of local transmission was found. He extended his moral support to medical staff who have dedicated themselves in combating with the pandemic. He also urged the public to comply with all the Covid-19 control measures so that all of us will be safe from any strains of virus. And we will have some slides coming up for you in due course as well. So, of course, in terms of the information from that we receive from other countries, you might have seen it in the news, of course, that some countries have now been barring entry into the country during the New Year holidays. So, in Japan, for example, and in Indonesia, for example, they have barred entry during the New Year. But of course, in Thailand, as you know, we have not barred travel, but the travel into Thailand has to be according to our regulations with the certificate of entry and all the like, as you know. We have not been barring travel into the country like some other countries. And there, yes, you have some slides that have been coming up about the Prime Minister's visit to Chonburi in particular, and a quote from the Prime Minister, as you see on screen, that he would be making regular visits, site visits. And in the case of Chonburi, that reminds us that we should continue to look after ourselves and our loved ones. If everyone fully complies with the measures, we'll be safe from many strains of the virus. So that is from the Prime Minister yesterday. Moving on, around travel that I mentioned, of course, we have not banned incoming travel or inter-provincial travel within the country during the New Year holidays, but we advise you that safest, of course, is to stay at home. Nevertheless, for those who need to travel, particularly by air on domestic flights, starting today, the Civil Aviation Authority, or the CAAT, has introduced new measures for sanitary purposes during the new wave. First is that it has prohibited the consumption of meals and beverages on domestic flights for those who have to travel. And water can be served by flight attendants only in cases of emergency. Of course, and all the reading material that you have usually on domestic flights will not be distributed. Only in-flight safety information will be available. And although social distancing measures are not imposed on board, all passengers, well, that means that, of course, you have to sit in the seats next to each other. And although that is not imposed on board, all passengers are required to wear masks at all times while on the domestic flight. Yes, in terms of the refund and rescheduling of train and bus tickets for those who are traveling during this time, in view of the strong recommendation for all of us to stay at home, the State Railway of Thailand and the Transport Company Limited will allow the rescheduling of the itinerary or the full refund to those who have purchased tickets. SRT passengers who travel between the 30th of December to the 5th of January 2021 can make a full refund until 3 hours before scheduled time. The Transport Company Limited passengers who travel between the 28th to the 5th can change their date of travel. And alternatively, passengers can also request for a full refund without any additional fees. So this is additional information from the one that was announced yesterday regarding the 6 domestic airlines in terms of their refund, their preparation for refund or rescheduling of travel. Just additional points. The Tourism Authority of Thailand came up with a very useful update that if you wish to travel across different provinces over the holidays, of course you have to make sure about the official information on disease control issued by each individual province, and the spokesperson had stressed this. Each individual governor has the authority to impose their specific measures so that your travel plans can be carried out smoothly and as safely as possible. So therefore, you have to check with that information in terms of the province specific. And some provinces may also have requirements such as closing of establishments, public spaces, so best to double check. This is, of course, in addition to the new normal practices already in place, including body temperature screening points, predetermined social distancing areas, etc. So this information, as I mentioned, is available through the Tourism Authority of Thailand update in their website as shown on screen, tatnews.org. They have this compendium, this compilation of measures from each particular province that of course, we ask you to comply with all the measures while spending your holidays with your loved ones, and of course, to be able to travel with confidence. On the issue of the Thai Plus application that was mentioned yesterday, and we'll have a slide coming up to you on that. For those who have received the Certificate of Entry, or COE, while you are abroad and are preparing to travel to Thailand, you're advised to install the Thailand Plus mobile application prior to entering Thailand. And that's shown on screen right now on a smartphone, Thailand Plus application, particularly for those who are traveling from abroad into Thailand during this period, starting during this period from now on, and those who have received the COE. This is an application developed as an extension of the Mochana application. Mochana is used in Thailand when you're already here. It uses the GPS Bluetooth data to detect locations and combined with check-in records via QR code and the like. And data analytics will help alert the users of the risk areas they are traveling to and provide advice on the disease prevention and other health tips in accordance with the risk level in each specific location. Installing this will assist the authorities in identifying and tracing infected cases, as well as help users informed, keep users informed of their own risks. And this Thailand Plus application, this information has been conveyed, circulated to all Thai embassies around the world already. So when you go to the embassy to apply for your certificate of entry, that information will be available and known to them already. Of course, this disease is a social virus, I have to say. We can help each other overcome by being collectively responsible. Keyword is collectively responsible and keeping our distance. We did this before, as you know, at the beginning of the year, and we managed to defeat it to a certain level, flattening the curve and keeping it flat for around over 4 months, if you recall. We know that we can continue. We know that we can do this. So let's work together to sort of like destroy and crush this virus once and for all together again in Thailand. And by avoiding simple risks such as crowded situations, wearing masks in public spaces, and being mindful of our actions all the time. As repeated often by a spokesperson, DMHTT, by now, I hope that all of you know what this stands for. The hard battle is ahead of us. We have to be frank. The hard battle is before us. It's in front of us. In front of us meaning 2020, because tomorrow is already 2021. But we will overcome, and we will continue being strong. As we count down later on tonight, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year, 3, 2, 1. Let's welcome 2021. And remember that the safest place during this time is, of course, at home and or with your close ones. So let's hope for a good countdown, not a count up next year in 2021. I hope that you have a very happy holiday and stay safe, stay healthy at home. Tomorrow is a new year, a new chapter, a new page. But of course, our determination continues. For the year 2021, no matter how difficult it will be, no matter how intense, how critical the situation is, let us keep the spirit that we have together. Let's keep the spirit that we have worked together on, we have cooperated on as one society in Thailand. Let's keep this 2020 spirit in fighting, the fighting spirit, continuing on in the beginning of 2021 and the rest of the year and the years ahead. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for your attention in paying attention to all the information that we have provided throughout this year, the year 2020. It's been a difficult and challenging year. We'll continue the fight on. Thank you very much for your attention and have a happy holiday. Thank you with all from the bottom of our heart here from the CCSA. สวัสดีครับ
กราบขอบพระคุณนะคะ